Hi, I'm Dr. Tanya, and I know that many of you are home now with your kids due to the coronavirus pandemic, or at least if you're not, you should be. Please stay home. So today I'm going to talk about the top 10 things that you should be doing with your kids every day while you're home. So the first thing is you're going to teach your kids about public health and hygiene, so that this really isn't about just them getting sick or the concerns about your immediate family getting sick, but how diseases spread so quickly throughout the population and how we're all doing our part to help the health of our entire community and our entire nation. You're also going to take some time to teach them about hygiene, which I know a lot of them were learning about when they were at school last week. But this is the importance of proper hand washing for 20 seconds, sing those songs at home. Also teach them to cough into their sleeve, to blow their nose in a tissue and throw it away, don't stuff it in their pocket, and to wash their hands. Also, when you're out and about in public, which you're not doing right now, but you're teaching them also for the future, whenever they touch anything like the elevator button, they need to wash their hands or use a tissue when they touch it. And this is just good things to think about every day as they get older to protect themselves and their community and their families in the future. Number 2, have family meetings. So my family has been having meetings almost every day, and you can do this with any age children. So get your family together and say, we're going to have a family meeting now. And this is the time where you're going to go around and talk about your feelings. You know, what did you like about earlier today or yesterday? Did anything happen that made you feel worried or anxious or sad? This is the time to talk about it, to really acknowledge those feelings going on that your family is having, because there's so many emotions right now with what's going on, and this is your time to really address them. You're also going to talk about your family's schedule. So tomorrow is an online school day, so we're going to wake up at this time and have breakfast. These are the hours we're going to have online school, and this is what we're going to do as a family the rest of the hours throughout the day, and some of those are things that we're going to continue talking about. But kids do better when they have a set schedule. Everyone thrives and feels safe and secure knowing what's coming next. So these are other things that you can talk about in your family meeting, and also let your kids make rules and say things that they liked and that worked and that didn't work. You know, my kids yesterday at the family meeting said, hey mom, can we talk about adding more video game time to our schedule? And yes, that's a valid question. Let's discuss it. They may or may not like my answer, but we are open to discussing anything that they want to talk about. Number 3, you're going to cook and eat meals together. I know that you've been hearing me talk for years about the importance of family meals, and normally we have very busy lives. Well, guess what? Now we all have plenty of time to have these family meals. So it's important. Get kids in the kitchen and involved with cooking, especially now that there might be limited options available. It's a good time to be creative and to say, hey, someone can choose that can of beans or pasta from back in the cupboard, and let's all look up a recipe online and figure out something that we can make together. And everybody has to try it, because this is a time where you don't get to have what you want when you want every day, right? We have limited resources now, and we're going to learn about nutrition, and we're going to learn about the importance of cooking what we can and having family meals together. Number 4, you're going to go outside every day. Now, of course, weather permitted, we still have nice skies here in LA, but it's going to start raining soon. But being outside every day is important, not only for exercise and activity, but also just to be one with nature, to feel those blades of grass, to sit and watch the wind and the trees blow and the clouds move. And 20 minutes a day of just sitting in nature is so important for your brain. Kids need that downtime. This is something that I normally have on all of my kids' schedules every day, especially my patients that have ADHD and other behavioral issues. So in addition to sitting outside and doing nothing, you're also going to get outside and go for walks, social distance, don't get too close to other families, and spend time outdoors. And if you can't be outside, then you're going to exercise and have downtime in the house. You can have dance parties, you can create obstacle courses. You just want to get moving and be active every day with your kids. Okay, now we're going to go retro. We are going to play a board game or a card game. Yes, this is very important for your child's mind, for their brain development, also for family bonding. Board games and card games are really critical and so important for everything. So pull out Candyland. Pull out other interesting games. My family's liking Blocus right now. If you haven't played it, that's a pretty fun one. And card games too. whether you're playing, gin rummy or just a game of war. This is the time to look online and learn new card games and play board games and card games with your family for an hour every day. You'll be surprised at how much you all learn from this time together. Read books. So for younger kids, you're going to make sure that you spend time reading books out loud to them every day. You can also assign older siblings to read books to the younger siblings. I know my older 2 boys are reading books to their 5-year-old every day now. And guess what? My 5-year-old is also starting to read books to us. That is so exciting when they learn to sound out those words. Also, having quiet, independent book reading time is really important for adults and older kids as well. You can all read the same book as a family and then have book club and discuss it, or you can read your own books, but setting aside time where everybody reads every day is really critical for your mind and your body. You're going to use social media and technology for good. You're going to FaceTime grandparents every day and other loved ones and friends and neighbors. This is the best way to stay socially connected right now during a time where we can't really be physically socially connected with others. So teach kids the importance of still reaching out and making those connections and showing grandma the art projects that they're doing at home and reading books with her. And maybe even, it was grandma's birthday the other day, so we dropped off a cake on her front door in the morning, and then we had the same cake at our house, and we did a virtual birthday party, and that was so much fun, and she really appreciated it, and my kids love the cake. Number 8, get creative. This is a time to come up with new innovative things to do in your house. So you can build a fort. You can make a scavenger hunt. My 5-year-old didn't know about scavenger hunts, so we created one where we all went through the house looking for items to see who found all 10 items the fastest. So this is a real fun time to get creative and come up with unique games that you can do in your house. Teach life skills. What better time to teach your teenagers and your older kids how to do laundry, how to cook, how to balance their checkbook, things that they might take for granted because you've been doing for them for so long. Now's the time to teach them and assign them chores so they can learn these important life skills. And number 10, this is a time to help others. So get your family together and come up with a list of things you can do to help your community. And this could be volunteering online. It could be checking in with elderly neighbors and dropping off supplies that they need in front of their house. It could be talking to your kids about how you're going to go donate blood. We're having a shortage of blood right now in this country, and that's something that we all need to do. So this is still a time where you can volunteer, even socially distancing, and really help out with your community and teach your kids the importance. So those are my top 10 things to do with your kids while you're home. Any other ideas, please leave them here, and I'll see you next week for more of Dr. Tanya's top 10 tips. And if you like my tips, please subscribe here and share it with your friends. I'll be back every week to give you more information about keeping you and your family healthy and safe.